Aloha from Idaho. My name is Doug Alvaro. I recently completed my ebook on how to cook a Hawaiian Luau pig in the ground, and it's been a huge success. But what happens if you don't have 100 or 150 people to feed, and you only want to feed 10 to 15 or maybe even 30 people? The best and easiest way to do it, to get that Kalua Luau pig taste, is to cook it in a roaster cooker. It's simple, it's easy, it's inexpensive. All this stuff cost me under $15. All you need to get is the coarse sea salt, garlic salt, liquid smoke, and of course your boneless pork roast, and your roaster cooker. It's simple, it's easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, now we're ready. We've got our pork roast right here. The first thing we need to do is we need to take the liquid heat and pour it on, and make sure that you get it all over. It's very important that you sort of soak it. You get the ends just like that. Then the next thing you do is you take your coarse sea salt, and it depends on how salty you want it. I tend to just take a handful and just rub it in to the pork, because over time, since this is going to be slow cooked, over time it will dissolve. You do not want to use regular salt, and the sea salt is good for you. At least that's what my brother says. There. So once you have that, let's dump this stuff out. Once you have that, then you take your garlic salt, and again, I don't really use a whole lot. Just sprinkle it on there and rub it in. Massage it in, because it's important over a period of time that it gets into the meat so it can cook the insides of it. And then when you're done, you take the fat end, or if you happen to have a larger one like a pork butt that has the skin on it, you want to make sure that the fat end goes on the bottom of the roaster cooker. That's really important. So what we'll do is we're going to put this in on the bottom. And basically, that's what you do. Just rub it in there. Let me put a little bit more sea salt in some of these areas that just opened up. There. Then you place it inside there just like that. You turn it on. You go to manual and you go to low or high, I'm sorry. You want to cook it for 1 hour on high and then 7 hours on low. So we'll be back after an hour. We'll switch it to low and then let it cook again for 7 hours. And then we should be ready to eat. Okay, it's been 8 hours since we put the pork inside the crock pot. I need to apologize. I've been saying it's been a roaster cooker, roaster oven. It's a crock pot.
So basically what we do is we take it out. It's already falling apart. Part of it. There's a lot of juice in there. We're going to use that juice later. But first things first, we just take some ordinary forks and just shred it. And you just notice how that meat just falls right apart. Boy, it smells good. It's going to taste good. And you just shred it into smaller pieces. And you might want to just take some of it out so that you can work on it. Continue to shred until all the meat is broken up. And you'll use every bit of it, because there's nothing there that is going to waste. So you just keep shredding it up, and then separate it, and then I'll show you what the most important key is to have a moist pork. Okay, we just finished shredding all the pork, and that was just 5 pounds of the pork roast right there. But the most important part, because you're cooking it, you're basically cooking it, you're not steaming it like in the ground like we would normally do a Hawaiian Luau pig in the ground. You need to have that juice to make it moist. That's why we wanted to put the roast with the fat on the bottom, because then all the fat gets separated and it turns into liquid like that. And that's what we're going to pour inside here to make it really moist. We're going to use a coffee cup, going to separate that, pour it inside the coffee cup, and then we're going to pour it inside there. So we'll do that right now. Okay, once we separated the juice from the crock pot, we just want to pour it inside, pour it all over. There wasn't a whole lot in there, but we're only talking 5 pounds of meat, but that's going to make it nice and moist. And then the next thing you do is just stir it up. Just get it, just mix it all over. It's hard to do with one hand, but we'll make do. And then once you do that, I mean, look at that. It smells great. Probably tastes great too. It's probably hot. Oh yeah. That is great. There's the final product. And it's great to use these tongs to load it on your plate. And this kind of pork goes great with, I mean, I like it with white rice, macaroni and cheese, and corn personally. But you can use fried rice, you can use macaroni salad, you can use potato salad, anything that goes great. But now there's a meal right there. Enjoy. On behalf of Hawaiian Luau Pigcooking.com, mahalo. We'll see you next time.